Hello people. I'm gonna make a short, a series of short video tutorials on how to use Silent Hunter online. In this instance, I will be using my brand new submarine, which is a Type 7B. It has more torpedo capability, as you can see here. The 7A only has got the aft torpedo and these ones. Yeah, 10 in total, well 11. And this one's got +3, so it helps me. And my configuration would be on shooting with T1s, which ones are this one's here and this one. And I got an external forward T11, which is a guided, screw guided, i.e. propeller guided. And all three at the back are propeller guided. Anyway, so let's go over it. What am I thinking of doing? My intention is to do this node here and do this mission here. So this mission is to sink 25.7 give or take tons. Okay. Mainly merchants or whatever. Okay, most definitely would be escorted, have some sort of escort. Okay, and I'm already outside of my bunker. Yeah, so I will start, and then I would guide you on what I normally do and what we do from there. Okay, so I select the course, and then this is the actual direction where this arrow is. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, this is the direction of travel, the convoy direction of travel, this way here. Okay, so a little trick is if you can see my submarine, what direction it's going, that's the same direction it will do once we do the jump. So it will be facing eastbound direction, sort of that way. So instead of turning, if I land here, I will have to turn the sub around. But if I land at this side, it will already be pointing close to the target, direction of the target. Okay, so I will do it northbound of the actual direction, so it will be somewhere around here. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Calculate area, skip. Oh, TCP, yeah, is time compression points, which is reflected here. Okay, so as if you're gonna be all day jump online, the TCP will actually start reducing, right, until you cannot jump anymore, and it will be real-time navigation, which is a pain and it's not worth it. Okay, you got two ways of adding compression points, which is excuse me, one, buying it by gold. Yeah, refuel will actually, you pay for to be completed. So it would be not advantageous if you got a portion of it. If you're actually going to use gold, make sure you are almost at the end if you're willing to spend that. The other alternative is to it will be filled over time. I don't know exactly how much time. I think it's every 15 minutes or so. It will replenish itself little by little. Okay, and obviously if you don't do it for 8 or 10 or 12 hours, it will be completely full. Okay, so that's the actual compression point here, the equivalent of traveling this distance. That's like a payment of 8 points. Okay, so this is equivalent of traveling here. Okay, done there. I will skip to that point. You see it's pointing that way, my submarine already. Okay, it's waiting. The first thing I do is when I go in is submerge, because you will be above seawater. Yeah, jump to the mission. I always put it on the big one. I like to see that better and reduce. What I'm doing is with the middle mouse button, center middle mouse button is going backwards. Well, I can see now some enemy ships. Squares are merchants and what do you call it? Diamond shape. Diamond shapes are combat ships. Okay, it could be any type of ships, but mainly combat. Well, actually combat. Okay, so the this area here is the area that the enemy can see. I mean, I'm talking about visual, literally visual. Okay, you preferably you don't want to be inside here because that would be you would be spotted. Okay, so my given that the direction would be this one, I would always like to trace a line, a temporary line of the direction of the ship. Obviously it would be modified. Yeah, by my intention by this I can get a rough 90-degree angle, which is the optimum firing solution. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. I don't need this at the moment. Okay, I'm zooming in, pressing okay, yeah, the ruler. Okay, it works. Didn't work. My ruler didn't work for us for a moment. Okay, now I got it. Oh, by the way, I'm doing it at the rear of the ship because I want to point forward. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure it is more or less like so. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out. Yeah, and more or less I'm looking at the center here. Yeah, I'm looking at this right at the bottom. Yeah, like so. Okay, but far away. Okay, so that, for example, that's incorrect. That's way too much. That will be roughly about here. Okay, it's only an estimate. Oh, this one, when you got two ships, is even better because you can use the back one and the front one as a guide. Okay, so we're gonna use this one. Okay, so to improve our measurement. Okay, you see, you can use this one. He's pretty sure. Yeah, so we put it right in the center. Okay, like so. It would be correct. Yeah, so we're going back this way. Yeah, that would be incorrect. That will be more or less bang on. Okay, click there. Now we got a correct estimate. So my first intention, well, first of all, I need to submerge. Okay, you got two for the Type 7 submarine. I can submerge to 9 meters, and the whole body of the submarine would be submerged except the conning tower. Okay, and that it will reduce your profile, so you can see this shrinking. Therefore, they will ironically see you less. Okay, so the viewing, you can approach. You can be very close, and it will not be detectable in normal circumstances. Okay, so this is a pretty good distance for me to do my setup, my torpedo simulation setup. Okay, so what I do next, also I use a little program, this one, I'll call Silent Hunter Online Aim Pro. Okay, don't ask me why, but okay. So it's to make a good calculation. It's got 3 phases. The type of torpedo, which is this, and I put it now into T1, which is, you can see here is a T1, and I showed you before. Now we need 2 datas. The torpedo distance, which will be from this is the path, and I would like to impact somewhere here. Okay, so you see that's the actual direction of the torpedo. Yeah, and somewhere on here I would like to impact. Okay, so I need to know the distance between here, and that would be part of this calculation here. Okay, I'll show you that in a minute. But first of all, I would like to know the target speed. Yeah, whichever may be, combat ship or a merchant or whatever. Okay, you can do it manually. Yeah, in half of increment. If you follow the weapons officer's speed, but you can do it manually as well. And by that is a set of instructions on how to do it, but I'll do it a little bit quicker. Yeah, the idea basically is to make a circle, okay, any given circle, like so, yeah, and you input the amount of meters of the radius, which that is this one, yeah. So I'm selecting the radius, which is 317, and I'm ready. There's also the speed parameter, which I'm doing at ×1. Okay, so this is very important. This and this has to be in the same, it has to run apart. Okay, I like to run everything at ×1 when I'm doing calculations. When I've done the rest, I like to fast forward. Okay, so can I zoom in a little bit more? Yes, I can. Okay, don't worry about that. I'll rectify that accordingly. Right. Okay, so once this crosses here, I will start the timer, and then when it crosses here, I will stop the timer, and it will give me the correct knots. One thing about Silent Hunter Online is that it gives you, the weapon officer will give, oh hold on, let me start. Okay, I'm starting. Yeah, now carry on. Silent Hunter Online, when you request a reading from the weapons officer, he will give you in whole numbers, i.e. 1 knot, 2 knot, 3 knots, 4 knots, or whatever. But the actual program, unfortunately, it's not like internal cheating or anything like that, but it gives it's not true the whole numbers. For example, let's say a knot will be 5.5 knots or 5.6, or a range from 1.1 to from 5.1 from 5 knots to all the way up to 5.9 knots. Okay, and the difference between 0.9 you can miss, and the further away you are, the bigger the gap is. Okay, so if you are aiming here at 5 knots, yeah, and well, you are aiming here to hit, okay, at 5 knots, okay, and the true speed is 5.5, it might go quicker. So when the sub is let me do it this way. When the sub is here, okay, your torpedo might miss. Okay, so that's why it's important to know the exact speed. Okay, so let me delete these lines. Yeah, I'll show you why. This is why this is so important, so good. Unfortunately, this is only for Windows users. The developer made it for Windows only. I've been trying to make, with the help of a moderator, find out the actual how Silent Hunter Online does the calculations, internal calculation. Hold on, let me stop here and we'll see how much. Bang. Okay, you see what I mean here? 9.2 knots. It's not 9 knots. It's not 10 knots. It's 9.2. This is very important. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we got that. Now we need the actual distance from what we need now is this distance. Okay, but this is more or less 90 degrees. So what I'm gonna do is face this way. Okay, so my ship is actually facing 90 degrees. Okay, but if there's a problem here, if you, let's take this out for a second. If I select the course and press it, yeah, it will go to an automatic the second maximum proportion. Yeah, and you don't want that because you might get detected. Okay, so you cancel that, and the first thing you do is select the lower speed. Okay, so you're actually moving right now. Okay, now you do you set your. Okay, so what I do here is mark it here, yeah, and mark it, I'm just guessing, okay. It doesn't have to be precise, it's just a general guide. Okay, now these lines here, so this ruler is the actual alignment to the sub. Okay, so when I move this, is the actual torpedo direction. That's where it's heading, yeah. But this is in relation to the sub. This is not true north, because north is that way. Yeah, this is the direction of the sub. Okay, so 90 degree would be to the right of the sub. Okay, here 90 degree is right to the sub. Okay, so I always like to put it 0, doesn't matter what happened, but put it there just to see what's happening. Anyway, okay, so they are approaching. I done my calculations, and oh yeah, another nifty trick of this. If you stop when, well, you can see here, for example, we are doing 4.5 knots. Okay, now if I stop it for a second, yeah, reset, no cause, in essence he has stopped. Okay, but he's not truly stopped. The engines are stopped, but it's still moving under inertia. Okay, we can know that because of this. If I got, okay, that was a little bit embarrassing. Normally when you cancel, it keeps moving. Okay, but in this case it's not, so it's like dead quiet, that's what we want. Okay, right, because the measurement that we need for this, it has to be exact, yeah, and you cannot move, because if you move further, the lead angle, which is your sight, will change, yeah, and you can miss. So this calculations is with the submarine stationary. Okay, so what we're gonna do is make a circle. I can do it with the ruler, but I prefer the circle. Okay, so we're talking about, I want to hit this ship. Okay, and for that matter, we're gonna hit, let's say we're gonna hit these 3 ships. Okay, what's the actual thing? Oh, 25k. Okay, so I don't know even, well, that's a big ship anyway. Okay, and this one is also a big ship, so what we're gonna do is torpedo this and this ship as well. Okay, and also that, so we're gonna hit 3 ships, this one, and this one, using this technique. Okay, and let's see how it goes. And this is all raw, okay, as it happens. Okay, just for argument's sake, I'm gonna stop this for a second, yeah, and I'm gonna put a 90 degree angle here, protractor. I'm gonna put, although am I going correctly here? Okay, let's update this a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna clear this, and let's be a little bit more accurate now. That helps. Right. Okay. Right, I'm gonna try to be fairly accurate, which it will be there. Okay, I want this ship and this ship, so I will make some new calculations. From here all the way, with the left mouse I'm dragging. Okay, look, I'm looking at this line here, yeah. Okay, that's wrong. That's more or less okay. Oh, if it's thick, that will help. Right, okay, so we got another line. It looks more or less parallel, so I'm thinking it's a correct measurement. This would be a little bit of a miss. I hope should be another ship here, because more or less it's got that type of configuration, and then I can draw another one better. So, but first of all, I'm going to do these two first, these two ships. Oh, by the way, because they're running at the same speed, I'm taking it for granted that all the ships are going at 9.2 knots. Okay, so I don't need to make any other different adjustments. Okay, so now I'm going to do the protector, because what I want to do is for this to be a straight. No, it's not necessary, but because I want to hit all these ships, if I hit only one, I don't need to. I can do it pointing like so if I wanted to, really. Yeah, but because I want to hit 3 ships almost simultaneously. I need to be on a 90-degree angle, because there's the configuration I'm going to do, which is a trigonometry. It needs to be like that. Okay, so I've done that already, and I'm going to set out the protector. Right, one there. Right there. Go back. Say 90. That's 90 degree. Okay. Now I'm gonna move my torpedo alignment to best reflect that. I think that will do. I think same distance here, so same distance here. Okay, so basically the submarine that does not need to point straight. What it needs to point straight is the actual trajectory of the torpedo. Yeah, the submarine could literally point that way, as long as the trajectory of the torpedo points this way, it should be fine. Okay, so given that, okay, so I'm happy with that. That's within reason. Okay, so I'm gonna delete the 90-degree angle, and I know that is the actual angle. If by any chance I need to move it, well, I do need to move it, because I need to know the configuration of the ship and the draft. So I will need to move it, and to avoid not knowing, what I'm going to do is trace a line from here back to the sub. Say somewhere here. A bit closer. Like so. Okay. So now I can move it, and I know where to align it. That's basically what I wanted to do. Okay. So I know where I am. Right. So, okay, you see what I mean here? It appeared. So now, because I want that one, and this one. Okay. So now I know I can trace a line with the ruler and know my last cut. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to put a line here. Zoom out, and then cut through here like so, but at this distance, more or less, and do a cut. Okay, so this is the 3 points, 3 impact areas, here, here, and here. Okay, by the way, I'm gonna go down, because I don't need, I will go down to periscope depth, which is 12 meters. Okay, let it go down. I don't need this at the moment. Okay, what I'm gonna do is set a couple of circles, which basically will be the distance from here to here, the distance between here, and from here to here, so that I don't need that at the moment. Okay, that's the setup. Right, so first is the closest one to me, to the sub. So I select the sub, more or less here. It doesn't have to be too precise. Okay, and it has to cut it. Literally there. Yeah, not like that, but the actual sub. So I use the pointer to actually point. Let me zoom in. No, the pointer's a bit distracted. Yeah, so please observe here. That will be it, more or less. So I need this information here. 3814, 3814. Okay, so this is the torpedo the first torpedo distance, the closest one. Okay, 3814. This is the beauty number, 858. Okay, 858 is the lead angle. Yeah, so we're gonna make a circle from here to here, and this is will be the distance where the enemy ship will cross. And as soon as it crosses, we will fire the torpedo, and hopefully when it reaches here, it will impact. Okay, so 858. Let's confirm that. Here, 858. Yes. Okay, so let's do a circle. From this center here, and this the number has to be 858. Okay, 8-5. Ouch. 8. Oh, Jesus. Right. 858 again. 8-5. 858. Okay, dead on. Okay, so the enemy ship will come here, and when it goes through here, I don't need this circle anymore. Okay, this one I don't need it. This is the target, the line of sight. Okay, and this is the impact. Okay, now we're gonna do another circle from here to here. Yeah, and also calculate it. Because we're assuming we're using the same torpedo and the same speed. Yeah, so the only difference is the distance between here and here, which would give a greater circle. Okay, so we're gonna do exactly the same thing. Circle. No, I want that one. Okay, so we're gonna zoom back. And we're gonna hit it roughly there. Okay, so what's the measurement? The measurement is 4840. Okay, 4840. So 4840, that will give us 1089. Okay, so we zoom here. From here to here, we have to be 1089. Okay, 1089. Remember, 1080. Oops. 1080. Come on. Right, 1089. Got it. So the big circle, I don't need it anymore. I'm just going to raise the periscope because I want to know where the ships are. Ah, they're far away. That's plenty of time. Okay, right. So this is the impact area. Sorry, my apology. Where the ship will have to cross, this one, and a little bit further this one. Okay, so now we're going to measure this one. Same thing again. Center of the sub. Well, forward part of the sub. Make a big circle. Yeah, to approach this area here. So we're going to zoom in and align it to here. Yeah. Okay, that will do. Okay. Okay, oh, almost a 7-kilometer range. Okay, 6854. Okay, so the torpedo distance is 6854. 54. Okay, 1543 is the distance, the lead angle. 1543. Okay, 1543. Right, 1543. Fifteen. Ouch. Good, got it one. Okay, so those are the 3 circles. So this one I will launch first, then this one, and then this one. Okay, because this one is gonna arrive first. Okay, now I'm gonna show you some. Well, I'm gonna delete this because I don't need it. Okay, now I'm gonna start doing something a little bit quicker. I need to find out the draft. I don't even. Yeah. Okay, I can see it. Weapons officer to identify the ship. I want to know the tonnage because at the end of the day I need to make this tonnage, otherwise mission will be incomplete and I will have to reload. But basically I will do exactly the same thing. Okay, let them show here. Okay, 12. Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna find out the draft because I will definitely set up the draft for it, because it will be a magnetic impact. So I need to know the draft, and I might as well set it up now. Okay, magnetic, and the draft is 9 meters, so I will make it for 10. Okay, 10. Right, so the first 2 torpedoes I will aim to hit this tanker here. Okay, at a 10-meter depth. Okay, so that's sorted in itself. Okay, next ship is that one, this one here. So I'm gonna set that one up, give the information. What type? So that's a 12. Oh, another 12. Okay, that makes it 24, correct? 24. Oh, look at that. If I sync both of them, then the escort will compensate. Okay, so I'm gonna set the draft. It could be probably the same thing, but okay. So deselect that, select this, press again. Yeah, and the okay, 8.9, which is 10 again. Okay, so we got 2 tankers at the depth of 10. Okay, so basically all 4 torpedoes are 10. Okay, so I set it for the first one already. I'm gonna. Oh, by the way, obviously I got only 4. So by the time I launch these 2, it will reload for 1 here. Okay, so I need to know that one. Pre-selected. Weapons officer. What type of ship? I will know the draft, but I cannot do anything about it. Okay, I just I will have to remember it. Okay, 800 tons. I think it suffices. And the draft will be target draft. Okay, that's sorted. For some reason I deleted this line here. Okay, 2.9, so 3 meter. Well, I will make it 4. Okay, so I don't need to, so I deselect it because now my intention is to align this to this. Okay, now as far as I'm concerned, everything is done. and I will align it correctly again. Zoom in. It would be somewhere here. Yep. Right there, center. Right there. Okay. Right. So, oh, and we're gonna make a. We don't normally need to do this, yeah, but to confirm that it's actually trigonometry, there's a similarity between these circles here. It's actually a line. So from this line to the sub, these two will cut. And to prove it, we're gonna make a ruler line, line from here directly to the center of the sub, and you see how it touches a tangent. Yeah. Okay. Well, give or take. Yeah. Okay. It is. Oh no, it's correct. For looking at that, it's actually correct. Okay. So in theory, I can hit this from here. For example, if I trace a line from here all the way here, this will be valid. I don't need to circle. So again, in theory, the only thing I need for multiple hits is the furthest and the nearest one, and then I can trace the line, and it will be a valid hit, or valid configuration. Okay, so I don't need that. Now, too much talk. Let's see if what I have said is valid. Okay, so I don't need this either. I just have to remember it's a 3 meter. Okay, everything. I'm gonna check that everything is impact. That I don't want. That is nasty. Okay, so everything is magnetic, 10 meters. Okay, because it's gonna be the first. Look at that, it's going backwards. Do you see that? That's nasty. Oh, I would have made this video in vain, but still I will still go forward and pause for it, just in case. Regardless, I'm just going to prove the point. Even if it doesn't hit, you can see the proximity of it. You see how it comes in? Nasty. Okay. So, I could actually fast forward. Okay, for argument's sake, it was a nice 37 minutes that's gone through. Okay, but this is what it takes. Okay, so yes, I'm going to fast forward into more or less here. Oh, by the way, I don't like to put music because that's a little bit of a distraction. So that's why. Okay. Okay, getting close. Remember, gents, this is the furthest one. Yeah, 6,800 meters. Sorry, yeah, 6,800 meters. Okay, is this one. So I'm gonna zoom in because I want to make two torpedoes, one here and one here. So when it crosses, 2/3 basically. Yeah, hopefully both will impact the ship, the tanker. But my main thing is to spread the damage. Okay, so if you want to be a little bit fancier, precise, you can do another line here and cross here. It would be here. It doesn't matter. Okay, so first one is set up. Okay, we're ready now. About here, and then the other one, 2/3, 1/3 and 2/3. Okay, more or less. Okay, fire one. Gone. Second torpedo, roughly here. fire to. Okay. We select third, but this is for this ship here. And in the meantime, it's reloading because my intention is to hit this one. Also, obviously. Okay, so let's see if it reloads in time. The maximum I've launched is 5 torpedoes for 3 ships. And yes, it does work. Okay, so this one. So I launch for this one. Yeah, and the next one is this one here. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in. The same thing, 2/3. Okay, these two, and hopefully this will be ready for the escort. Okay. See. Okay, remember, 2/3. Roughly about there. Launch. Second torpedo, roughly about here. Launch. Okay. And this is the problem here. Yeah. I need that. Well, 3 seconds. You see? 1 second. Habilitated. And it was what? 2.9. 3, 4. Okay, ready. So I'm ready to launch. Okay, this is gonna be right in the middle. Okay, we're watching here, right in the middle of the ship. Roughly there. Okay. Now I don't need nothing, so for clarity I'm gonna delete everything. We just need to see the picture. Okay, so it's 2 torpedoes for this one, these 2 torpedoes for this one, and this single torpedo for this one. Okay, so because they are 9 meters deep, he will not detect it. I don't think he would see the trail submerged 9 meters. At 2 meters, yeah, but not at 9. Okay. So it is correctly proportioned. These two are close because this one is close to this one, and this one is this distance is basically this distance between the, oh, look at that, another one. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward, see what happens. One second. Give me a second, please. Okay, they're gonna impact. Okay, look at that, almost simultaneously. Here, here, and here, no chance. 1 impact, 2 impact, 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 everybody. 5 positive impact. Let's see that one. Yeah, that's a goner. This one. Yeah, that's a goner. And this one. Yeah, that's a goner. 3 ships. Okay, that's the setup. And it worked. Okay. 1, 2, and this one. 3 missions. Let's see what happens. 1, and the next one. We're waiting for the 3rd ship here to count, and it should add up to the requested amount. Yeah, that's the second one. Further. It should add. Should. Ah, look at that. 200 tons short. Ha! 200 tons short. Can you believe that? Yeah, it was a successful hunt, but 200 short. Okay, so we have to go old school here. No more. Got no time to set up, so I'm gonna fire all three to this one. But that proved the point. Yeah. Target. Yeah, that will do it. That small ship will do it. I know that he will be turning. So I can put the draft. This draft 3 meters. Okay. 3 meters, so we'll put in 4. Okay. Now. Torpedo solution. This I will do it manually. Not that I trust it, but I've got no choice. Okay. And then we'll do exactly the same thing. Aim here, and then aim here. See what happens. Ah, what a shame. It would have been a nice thing, but hey, we can have it all, can we? Oops, I need to know when to fire. We got another one here. I can launch three tubes, 3 torpedoes. 10 knots. Fire. That's the shadow. Yeah. Fire. Further back just in case he turns. Fire. Fast forward quickly. Don't need this anymore. Ah, come on. It would have been nice to with those 3 ships. Oh well. It's definitely turning. Definitely turning. No more speed. Okay, I'll definitely hit it. Yeah, definitely hit it. First of all. Good thing that I aim further back here. That might miss it. Yeah, it will miss it. Oh no, okay, a bonus then. Ah, oh, jeez, come on. No good. So I have to surface and attack. Do a surface attack. Gambling on this. Okay, so I will be turning that way. South, I don't want to go south, I'm going to west. Yeah, and this is a problem here. Okay, I'm going to go ballistic now. Yeah, if he's on my surface. Okay. They're getting ready. I'm gonna definitely be fired upon with this escort here. If the worst comes to worst, so what I will do is launch a torpedo to this ship here, if that comes to worse. Yeah, I am being attacked by him. Okay, so it's just a gamble. I will only attack him if he comes to me. ×4. Okay, he's definitely coming to me then, so I'm gonna attack him instead of him. Okay, so I'm probably faster than him anyway. Yeah, that's what I need actually, funny enough. Okay, so I'm gonna select the first one and go straight for the kill. And I'm gonna attack him as well, just to annoy him. So yeah, it can be fired. So I'm gonna fire one. Well, it didn't work according to plan, but at least we're doing some modifications to accomplish the goal. Okay, let's see. Turn. Huh. He ran out on me. I know. Bang. Okay, what I'm gonna do is submerge. Let it come to me. It's a little bit of a gutsy move, but that's it. Gonna let him come to me as well. See if we can do it in less than 7 minutes. Right, launch again. Ready to fire. I could actually surface when he's roughly 800 meters distance to target. 4,000 meters, no way. Okay, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. I can surface safely. See? Yeah, go home. Okay, that was it to complete this node here. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this, and this was my tactic to complete this engagement. Thank you. Bye.